On today's menu, a simple recipe so delicious, it's nuts. An extraordinary peanut curry. Lei hong ma, how's it going in Cantonese? Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Yeung. This recipe is incredibly delicious, has so much complex flavor, and yet it's simple enough to make on a weeknight repeat. If you enjoyed today's recipe, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let's begin. Preheat the oven to 375. Peel and chop a red onion in half, then into quarters. Chop about 150 grams of broccoli into bite-sized pieces. To minimize the mess on the cutting board, slice the broccoli floret halfway, then pull apart. Chop half a red bell pepper into bite-sized pieces. You can also use other bell peppers if you like. This recipe is quite agile. Slice in half 6 spears of baby corn. The corn will add a nice sweetness and a little crunch. This here is smoked tofu, has the texture of a extra firm tofu, but an extraordinary smoky flavor. You definitely don't have to use this exact thing. You can use really whatever you want. This recipe is quite agile, but this is just something that I have on hand that I want to finish up. So I'm going to use this for today. Chop about 120 grams of smoked tofu into bite-sized cubes. Alternatively, you can also use chickpeas. Transfer the veggies into a large mixing bowl. Drizzle over some avocado oil. Toss. Set the veggies aside. Alright, so normally you would saute the protein, leave it aside, saute the veggies, leave it aside, and then make the peanut curry and transfer everything back in. But today we're going to keep it super simple, let the oven do most of the work, so all we have to worry about is the peanut curry. This is a red curry paste I purchased at a local Asian supermarket. This particular brand doesn't have any sort of weird ingredients in there, so it's actually quite nice. Now you can definitely make your own red curry paste from scratch. I'll leave a link in the description box below leading to an older episode where we have made that from scratch, but having these on hand in the pantry is definitely a huge time and effort saver. So definitely no shame in that. This here is tamarind paste. They'll add that kind of sweet little tanginess to the curry. This here is the prepared version of the tamarind paste. When you visit the local Asian supermarkets, you may find this alongside with a thick kind of hard block that is also tamarind paste, but that may have shell fragments in there. So you actually have to prepare that, which we've done also in a previous episode, but sometimes just purchasing this is a lot easier. Transfer the veggies onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Spread out the veggies and bake in the oven for 15 minutes. By the way, there is an official Young Man Cooking newsletter where I send out every single week. It's completely free, and I take a little bit of time to write a small snippet in each newsletter about specialty ingredients or kitchen tools used on the cooking show here on YouTube. So who knows, if you have a question about specific ingredients or kitchen tools that you see on the show, it may have already been answered in one of those newsletters. I'll definitely leave a link in the description box below for you to check that out or sign up for that newsletter, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. Saute pan, medium heat. 2 tablespoons coconut oil. 2 tablespoons red curry paste. Fry the curry paste for about a minute. It's imperative to cook down the curry paste to really intensify the base flavor and get that beautiful separation in the oil. 1/4 cup water. Give the pan a good stir. 1 tablespoon tamarind paste. 3 tablespoons smooth and unsweetened peanut butter. 1½ tablespoon soy sauce. 1/2 teaspoon dark soy sauce. 1½ tablespoons maple syrup. Give the pan a good stir. 400 ml canned coconut milk. Stir. Turn the heat up and bring to a boil. If served with rice or noodles, this curry makes enough for 2 generous portions. When the curry comes to a boil, turn the heat to medium-low. Give the pan a good stir and let it simmer gently for about 5 minutes. When the veggies are ready, take them out of the oven and try not to snack on it too much. As the curry simmers, the flavor will intensify and the texture will thicken slightly. Transfer the veggies into the pan. Turn the heat back up to medium and give the pan a good stir. This recipe is quite agile and you can really use whatever veggies you have on hand. Let the curry simmer for another minute or 2 while you prepare some garnish. Crush some roasted peanuts in a pestle and mortar. Plate the curry generously. My favorite way to serve this is with a bowl of freshly steamed rice. Squeeze over some fresh lime juice. Top generously with the crunchy peanuts and with some freshly chopped cilantro. You can now dish out this spectacular peanut curry with absolute confidence. Man, this looks incredibly delightful. I always say on the channel that some recipes just have so many moving parts, so much different contrasting flavors that it's a party I definitely want to attend. And this is definitely one of them. That peanut curry has this extraordinary, rich, velvety texture, and visually it has this stunning, crimson, earthy look. Right from that first bite, you just get this burst of delightful flavors in that spicy umami, the bit of saltiness from the soy sauce, and that really rich peanut butter flavor, along with that freshness and that brightness from the lime juice. They are all so different and yet work so well in harmony. The coconut milk adds this fruitiness as well as this full-bodied, silky texture. And there's a little bit of heat from that red curry paste. The veggies have this bright crunchiness as well as this sweetness from the baby corn and the red bell pepper. That smoked tofu just adds that meatiness and this extraordinary smoky flavor, all topped off with this delicious crunchy peanuts and this aromatic fresh cilantro. This is definitely one of those recipes that's fancy enough to serve at an amazing restaurant, but simple enough to make in your very own kitchen. It's simple, delicious recipes like this that makes it so exciting to cook at home. And if you love easy, delicious recipes like that, then definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Yeung Men Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books. You can also check out the Yeung Men Cooking merch or plant-based sushi masterclass. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check out all these things, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell clicked so you won't miss a single episode.